Reading comprehension is the goal of all reading instruction. A person is required to read and understand different types of material presented in various formats to meet the demands of life as an adult successfully. This proposal is designed to determine if a fluency-focused reading program that provides opportunities to read outside the basal program is effective in increasing reading comprehension. First grade reading assessment begins with students listening to reading material, listening to questions, and listening to answers. As the year progresses, the scaffolding is removed until students are expected to work independently. Figure 1 represents this process. As indicated by the data, comprehension scores decreased as students were required to become more independent. The problem was a decrease in student comprehension. Figure 2 is a graph of mid-year fluency scores and anticipated end-of-year scores based on the mid-year scores. Figure 3 indicates a weakness in reading foundations. Student comprehension is a problem. The data indicate that most students have not benchmarked in oral reading fluency. Research suggests a correlation between fluency and comprehension. Therefore, a student's lack of comprehension may be the result of oral fluency. This study plans to use correlational studies using data collected from DIBELS progress monitoring and assessments and Scantron assessments. Teachers will implement fluency-focused reading instruction during their reading blocks. Teachers will provide explicit instruction in phonics using decodable textbooks while using basal readers to teach reading strategies. Students will read these decodables and basal stories multiple times during the week. Trade books will be used to provide a different focus for comprehension skill instruction. Students will be given opportunities to read self-selected text during intervention times. Teachers will monitor students using DIBELS progress monitoring and Scantron assessments to determine if increased fluency will improve comprehension of text. The sampling technique includes a simple random sampling because it will provide data that is not biased. The population is large enough that a sufficient sample can be selected to provide data that can be generalized to the population. The sample of first grade students not meeting the end of the year benchmark goals for DIBELS consists of 27 African American students who are male and 16 who are female, 5 Caucasian students who are male and 3 who are female, and 2 Hispanic students who are female. The ages of these students range from 6 years to 8 years. The instruments used to determine the effect of increased fluency on comprehension are DIBELS oral fluency assessments and Scantron assessments. The first resources are the classroom teachers who will implement the fluency-oriented reading instructional plan with fidelity. The school district will be responsible for ensuring access to the Scantron assessment. The DIBELS testing assessors will ensure that each participant is assessed in the same manner. The teachers will ensure that all students are assessed using the Scantron and DIBELS assessments. This research project will occur for over 4 months. Students will be assessed using DIBELS and Scantron assessments during the first week of school in January. Fluency-oriented reading instruction will be implemented in the reading classroom. Teachers will use decodables to explicitly teach phonics while using the Basel Reader to teach comprehension strategies. Students will be given time for free reading. Students will be reassessed at the end of April using DIBELS and Scantron assessments. Data will be collected, reviewed, and analyzed to determine the efficacy of fluency-oriented reading instruction. The Scantron Performance Series assessment has been determined to be valid and reliable. Student performance data are summarized in several reports that provide a focus for intervention and instruction. DIBELS has been determined to be a valid assessment and provides data indicating the level of progression in early literacy development. Assessments will use the same data collection instruments to control internal validity. DIBELS will be administered by the same person to maintain consistency in assessment. The study is designed to avoid harm to students. Reading instruction, DIBELS assessments, and Scantron assessments are already in place in the classroom. Parents will be informed of their rights to withdraw their child from the study. Confidentiality will be maintained. Research indicates that an improvement in reading fluency will promote an improvement in reading comprehension. Data indicated the majority of students had not benchmarked in oral reading fluency. Research validates a positive connection between an increase in fluency and an increase in comprehension. With an instructional focus of reading fluency, reading comprehension should also improve. Student achievement growth would be indicated by increased DIBELS scores in oral reading fluency and increased comprehension scores from Scantron. First grade students begin as non-readers and finish as readers. To validate the results of this study, it should be conducted at a higher grade level. The study could also be done with students with learning disabilities in reading to improve student achievement.